Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 between Emau and Nicker here on Last Refuge. Gonna go ahead and speed the game up just a bit as we are gonna be rushing to the 2-minute mark. Hopefully everything is good, as we now see it is going to be a Blade Master versus a Demon Hunter matchup once more. Now, I really think that Emal just didn't do enough in the early game, and the Demon Hunter sitting at level 2 was able to kind of just run away with everything. Blade Master not interrupting his opponent and really not getting any experience whatsoever. So that is the downside. What are we going to be seeing this time around? Nicker does come in. He does pick up the Dust of Appearance. Beautifully played. As you saw that Emal was perhaps trying to pick up the Dust of Appearance himself, the Demon Hunter is now running all the way back, and he's going to be picking up the Circlet of Nobility as well. Beautiful, beautiful strategy, as we now see a Windwalks right there. Archer may get taken down. This could be extremely bad news, as the Grunt now taking a bit of damage, and there it goes. Blade Master with the first blood on the board, and oh goodness. Wow, the Demon Hunter could have ended up giving a Circuit of Nobility to his opponent, as we now see a tech to Tree of Ages. All right, once more, Emal is having a little bit of a heavy pressure tactic inside his opponent's base, and as long as he can really capitalize on this, he should be fine. He wasn't able to capitalize it on the previous game, and now we see the quick turnaround once more. Not quite sure why someone pinged down there over for me, but I'll just go ahead and take a look. This is just all superficial damage onto the Moonwell. As you can see, the Moonwell is now being repaired. All right, is the Grunt now going to try to go after this here? Ancient of War is now on the slow move over, and all that's really doing is costing gold and lumber, and that is about it. Boots of Speed, quickly purchased once more by the Demon Hunter, but it doesn't matter if you can't get out of the way of a Grunt. As you can see, that Grunt did take a fair bit of damage again. Demon Hunter gonna drop 2 Circlets of Nobility, use those Moonwells, pick them back up, and regenerate a bit more hit points again. A Moonwell being placed in the back by Nicker. Interesting choice, as he most likely wants to be able to keep those Moonwells up and operational. Oh, a Moonwell getting taken out, and now an Ancient of Wonders getting canceled. This is actually just a lot of harassment inside, as Nicker positioned his Wisp in the one real spot that the Blade Master cannot harass. Beautifully done again, as Emal just trying to exchange blows with that Demon Hunter, as we are teching, or we already are at tier 2. Stronghold, Tauren Chieftain, Shadow Hunter, excuse me. And with that Shadow Hunter, what exactly is going to happen? Perhaps more hexes, but we still don't see any of the necessary tier 2 buildings. This is going to be a problem, as the Demon Hunter will most likely pick up a Tavern Hero in just a moment. You can see that time is, going straight to Fortress. All right, I don't know what to expect here coming in from Emal. He's going to Fortress before placing down a Bestiary or a Spirit Lodge. That is a rather unorthodox strategy, as the Blade Master does need to pick up some healing salves. And what is going on here? Is the Grunt gonna... Oh no! The Grunt was trying to box in that Blade Master. Is not going to be able to do that now, as the Grunt is now stuck in between an Altar of Storms. Oh, the Hex just a little bit late, as the Blade Master still getting resurrected. All right, this Demon Hunter sitting at level 2 will teleport back home. He did take down a Grunt and a level 1 Blade Master, so that is definitely good news for him, but he also spotted the tech to Fortress. This is a little bit just mind blowing for me, as I'm not quite sure what he wants to do with Fortress. Many times in a Night Elf versus Orc matchup, the Orc player will not even bother going to tier 3 ever. The Raiders get ensnared, the Spirit Walkers get disenchant. We'll have to keep an eye on what tier 3 tech Emal actually tries to go for, as we see the Blade Master picking up a useful item in that Gloves of Haste. Beastmaster is out, Demon Hunter sitting at level 2. And Nicker may, as long as Nicker doesn't overthink this, Nicker should be fine. If Nicker is constantly thinking to himself, what tier 3, what tier 3, what tier 3, as I am, he may start over-countering himself. As long as he sticks to the Druids of the Talon, then he should be fine. Wind Riders should fall to the Druids of the Talon air form, I believe. I haven't really seen that matchup. Taurens would just get melted away by the Druid of the Talon Cyclone anyways, unless you actually get Pulverize and the Spirit Walkers for Resurrection. But that is a very, very gold-intensive build. If we start seeing an expansion come out from Emal, perhaps that is a little bit more telling as well, as we see Emal almost level 2 on that Shadow Hunter. There's the Druid of the Talon. There's double Ancients of War. And that second Ancient of War may be in response to the Quick Fortress. All right, let's see. Wait, what is this? Witch Doctors. All right, so we are going into Witch Doctors for healing wards and Stasis Trap, perhaps? I do not remember the last time I actually saw a Witch Doctor actually being used. The Witch Doctor, yes, you do have Sentry Wards, Sentry Wards so that you can spot shadow melded units, but beyond that, I can't imagine what it's actually being used for. No, yeah, this is going to be an absolute just interesting game unfolding here in just a moment. We'll see how this all goes. I'm having like nightmares of Stasis Trap back before they changed it, where Stasis Traps wouldn't trigger off each other, so you could actually Stasis Trap lock players if they were just really unlucky. All right, Watchtower, we do have fortified structures, meaning the magic attack of these Druids of the Talon is not going to be nearly as successful. With the Fortress, we may see a bit of more defensive play coming in from Emal, as we see the Shadow Hunter and the Witch Doctor is already out on the field. Are we going into Mastery Training? Yes, we are going to be going into Witch Doctor Mastery Training with Orc Tri-Hero. Emal going for not only the Shadow Hunter, but also going for the Tauren Chieftain and going very heavy on casters with Spirit Walkers and Witch Doctors. All right, Bloodlust used to be a very powerful ability. I say used to, up until Frozen Throne. As we see, Emal actually losing a grunt there. That was a bit of a surprise. Serpent Ward now being used. All right, so we have Serpent Wards, Witch Doctors, which will have Stasis Traps. Blade Master is very low on hit points. Vampiric Aura on the Tauren Chieftain. I think that should be given to the Blade Master momentarily, as the Blade Master does have a faster attack rate. He needs to perhaps healing salve himself and then transfer that orb over, as the Blade Master... wait, what is this? An Ancient of War gonna get taken down very easily. Now, there it goes. There's the detonation, as the Blade Master does have that Orb of Lightning. Orb of Lightning does cast Purge, which is extremely useful against a Beastmaster. We'll see whether or not that comes into play here, as we are now getting... the Mastery Training has been done, so we do have Witch Doctors with Stasis Trap, and... what is going on here? A quick Hex to make sure that there is no detonation. Are we going to get... wait, there was an Abolish Magic coming in? What happened there? An attack down in from below. Here we go. Serpent Wards are in position. Ogre Magi is now coming in. We have the Clockwork Goblins, and now we have a Healing Ward in position. The Demon Hunter now needs to try to get into that spot and won't be able to do so. As you can see, wait, what is going on? That Witch Doctor taking a lot of damage. One Witch Doctor does go down. There's a Stasis Trap and 2 Stasis Traps, and those units will have to be extremely careful. Oh no, it looks like this guy, he's not going to get taken out here. Able to back off just in time. The Stasis Traps now have, in fact, gone active. As we can see, the Healing Wards are in position. All right, that Stasis Trap down to 3 hit points is still there. Demon Hunter now trying to engage. The Forest Troll Berserkers, those guys are even joining in on the fight as well, as the Demon Hunter now backing off. All right, Spirit Link coming in. Healing Traps. Clockwork Goblin activating the Stasis Trap there. Beautifully done to use the Pocket Factory's Clockwork Goblins to try and stop their opponent. All right, I can say this pretty closely. I do not believe I've seen a Stasis Trap in WarCraft 3 in any of the numbered games I've cast Yeah, it's been so long since I've actually seen a stasis trap. Over 1,000 games cast, and now we see mass witch doctors. All right, that is a little bit of an unheard of strategy, as we may be training up one more witch doctor here in just a second. There's a spirit walker, there's a Kodo beast. No raiders at all, as we are now going into spirit walker mastery training. All right, short of resurrecting each other or resurrecting Tauren, I'm not exactly sure what the plan is going to be. You cannot resurrect the hero, even though he is the Tauren chieftain. You cannot resurrect the Tauren chieftain with the spirit walker's resurrection. So we'll see what's going to be happening there. All right, Ancient of War, clearing things out. Let's see, level 3, level 4, level 1, I believe. On the Goblin Tinker, no, level 2, level 4, level 3, level 2, and also has a Book of the Dead. All right, Tauren Chieftain. Oh, stasis traps are in the back. Are they going to get activated in time? Oh, there you go. There is the one stasis trap now coming in, and this is going to buy the necessary time to fight back. What is going on here? The Demon Hunter now is Hex trying to run away again, and we do have the Healing Ward just keeping all of these units alive. Spirit Link with Healing Wards is incredibly useful, as it just takes down so many units. All right, the Clockwork Goblin takes down that Healing Ward. A little bit of an actual usefulness there. As you can see, a Fairy Dragon gonna get taken out, as it is in that mode. All right, let's take a look. Emal does have this Watch or Sentry Ward right here to keep track of everything, and this is turning into a very interesting battle. Serpent wards, sentry wards, stasis traps. And this is perhaps a particular style of fighting I have not seen in quite some time. Ancient of War trying to run away, not going to be able to run away easily, as it now has suffered enough damage to where it doesn't really matter that it's rooted. It will fall in just a moment's notice. All right, are we going to perhaps see some stasis traps in the back here again to protect himself? Or, nope, there's a sentry ward right there. So if he sees that he's going to get creep-jacked here, he should be throwing down those stasis traps right now. No, he doesn't spot them. The peons are now running back here. Where are those stasis traps? I don't see them. This is extremely bad news. There's one, there's two. Two stasis traps now coming in, and Nicker now needs to consider what his options are, as he is now backing off. All right, home field advantage being brought here. Kodo Beast. Cyclone being used across the board, as we can see. Mana burn now coming in. There goes one sentry ward as well. However, the healing wards in the backfield should be extremely useful. Demon Hunter does have anti-magic potion, as the serpent or the stasis trap does pop without much of an effect. Fairy dragons now coming in as well. Fairy dragons now going into the mana flare mode. The mana flare mode making it so that these troll witch doctors cannot, I repeat, cannot use any of their traps without dealing damage to themselves. That's going to start hurting tremendously, as the Tauren Chieftain is still, I believe, regenerating hit points because of those healing wards. Serpent wards now being used as well, and the Serpent wards are going to actually take down the mana-flared fairy dragons. Blade Master looking extremely neutralized by all of those cyclones, but he doesn't really care. All right, Tree of Life not going to even mine any gold whatsoever. You can see that the Druids of the Talon are trying to make their way in. Not going to be able to do much though, as they now have to be careful. All right, in comes the attack. All right, there is the stasis trap. There you go. And why didn't you just capitalize on that opportunity to deal very useful damage? All right, Blade Master now coming in, taking down the Clockwork Goblins, going after all of these units. Purge onto the Beastmaster. Beastmaster now invulnerable with the Potion of Invulnerability, trying to fight back. Blade Master is in a little bit of trouble as well, very low on hit points. He has also a Potion of Invulnerability, as the Stasis Trap is constantly getting the attention of those Druids of the Talon. I guess one of the benefits of the Stasis Trap is that the Stasis Trap does have medium armor, meaning that the Druids of the Talon really need to do 2 to 3 volleys in order to take it down because of the damage mitigation. Blade Master, if it can get another Purge attack onto one of the heroes, could come out ahead. Does not do so though, as the Tree of Life uproots long enough just to try to eat a tree, only to get taken down. Blade Master at 4, Tauren Chieftain at 3, Shadow Hunter sitting at 4, as we're looking at a little bit more healing coming in. All right, these Spirit Walkers, I guess they could try to resurrect each other. Mantle of Intelligence, is that going to be given to the Shadow Hunter or perhaps the Tauren Chieftain? Both of them could use a bit more mana. As we can see, Ancient of War is down over here at the 5 o'clock position. 60 over 70 for Emal. Meanwhile, Nicker sitting at 50 over 50. The Tauren Chieftain, with so many Witch Doctors, really looking strong right now, and he's still going after all of these creep camps. Demon Hunter, Beastmaster. Demon Hunter sitting at 4, Beastmaster at 3, Goblin Tinker at 2. He's going to try to win the war his way, but it may not work. I think Emal has just built up such a strong lead that it's going to be difficult for Nicker to really overtake him. Now, what can Nicker do to really perhaps try to make something happen? Anti-magic potion on that Demon Hunter to nullify the stasis traps. Clockwork Goblins to nullify the stasis traps will work as well. Going for... well, there's no real good siege damage besides glaive throwers from the Night Elf army. So without glaive damage, those Troll Witch Doctors are pretty much going to be in a very, very comfortable place. They're regenerating hit points. They're having a good time. You can see the Blade Master is going to go ahead and take that down. Oh, Cloak of Flames. Is that going to be given to the Tauren Chieftain perhaps, or another hero? Blade Master should perhaps try to pick that up. Or no, the Tauren Chieftain's going to go ahead and pick that up, as the Tauren Chieftain is going to run in and then stomp, only to have his Cloak of Flames deal even more damage. Tome of Agility, +1 damage onto a Blade Master and perhaps even more armor, but is not picked up this time around. What is this? Demon Hunter now making a push down over here. We are looking at Emau just playing this game very, very conservatively. He knows that he doesn't need to win the fight here or win every single battle, and he knows that he's really buying himself a lot of time. Boots of Speed, is anyone actually going to pick those up? That is a very expensive item to leave behind. Shadow Hunter is going to pick that up, as we're now looking at what Nicker can do. Nicker before had the opportunity to perhaps go a little bit creeping, try to get experience, try to catch up on the race that way, but is unable to do so. I should make a point that the Hawk of the Beastmaster does have detection, so he will be able to spot those stasis traps and be able to destroy them before they actually do go off. All right, stasis traps all across the map. Tome of Agility. Oh wait, Blade Master are going to go ahead and take that down and pick up the Tome of Agility. Talk about going back to read your books. Back to school for that Blade Master. As we're now looking at what Emau can be doing next. Gold mines will be running out in the next minute or so. Blade Master could be finishing off his opponent here. There is some fairy dragons there, but the fairy dragons are in a very, very far away place. That is not a good spot for them. Oh, they're going to go back into their fairy dragon mode as opposed to the mana flare mode, as they are now going to every which corner of the map. All right, Blade Master now running off to the north. Perhaps the 10 o'clock expansion will not get spotted by Nicker. That could be the beginning of change here if Emau doesn't have an expansion and his opponent does. The problem is the standing army of Emau, 68 over 80 compared to 68 over 80 compared to 48 over 70. That is a 20 supply difference right there, and that is going to make for a very difficult time. You can see that the Troll Witch Doctors rather low on mana, and how are they going to be going into this next fight here? All right, there you go. They may try to do a little bit of attacking, perhaps pick up some... Oh, no, they have Demolishers now joining in on the fight, and the Demolisher can easily do damage from range and also hurt many of these Druids of the Talon. All right, second Demolisher now being added, and this may be the beginning of the end here. Nicker doing a good job nullifying that Blade Master. Blade Master getting disenchanted out. All right, you can see, abolish magic, or just taking down those traps there. and we still see that the Blade Master has been neutralized. All right, Emau does have a stasis trap. Pocket Factory should be coming to an end here in just a moment, as the Demolishers are just constantly attacking to try and take down these bases. All right, Nicker going to lose one Ancient of Lore rather quickly. There it goes. Bam. Another Ancient of Lore could go down here. And with 2 Demolishers and so many traps in the back, you know that Nicker cannot engage from behind. That is going to be extremely bad positioning, and all Emau needs to do is slowly push forward. He has the range and he has the superior positioning. As you can see, a Tauren Chieftain now comes in. Mountain Giants being used in order to try and counteract the Witch Doctors. Yes, they have medium armor and they can taunt, but in the hands of professional players, that taunt is not going to matter very much. All right, Tauren Chieftain gets in a beautiful stomp, stuns a handful of units again. Blade Master may need to use that Potion of Invulnerability. Yes, does use it. And is he regenerating hit points? He is not regenerating that many hit points. Is he not within range of a healing ward? Not 100% sure. Tauren Chieftain up in the air. There is another beautiful stomp. Goblin Tinker taken down. Scroll of Town Portal just a little bit late. As you now see the Wand of Illusion, Tauren Chieftain just taking up space on the map. All right, Demolishers. Oh wait, what is going on over here? Mass Towers to attempt to take down Nicker's expansion before it really gets going. Not much gold has been mined from there at all, as the stasis traps are going to slow down this army pretty significantly. All right, another stasis trap going to go off. There it goes. You can see just constantly slowing the army down. And wow, that stasis trap, why didn't it go off? I don't know, as the Demolishers are now running all the way back. All right, let's take a look at this. Nicker going to end up losing this Tree of Life. Looks like it is going to be falling here in just a second. Tauren Chieftain Tauren Chieftain can't even get off a stomp because there's too many detonations, but this is still looking extremely good for Emau. All right, Demolisher. Is he going to be able to repair? Is he going to be able to repair? That is the big question. Voodoo Lounge is off over here. Beastmaster, Demon Hunter, and Dryad now making their way off to the north. Ancient of Wind now going to be rooting themselves. Where is that? Was that the Tree of Eternity? I believe the Tree of Eternity actually walked that far. And now, with no gold on the map anywhere, and a pocket Great Hall being used by Emau, Emau is going to be the one up a base and forcing Nicker to try and engage him. He also has a number of towers here, one tower back inside his main base, so it's going to be very difficult for Nicker to stop him. Nicker has a smaller army as well, as we see the gold is now coming in for Emau. All right, here's a little bit of an engagement. Oh, Demon Hunter gets off a mana burn on the Shadow Hunter there. This might turn into a little bit of an interesting battle here. Is the Demon Hunter going to be able... Oh, yes, he does use a Potion of Invulnerability to negate the Purge that was used on him, as we're still looking at a very big fight here. There is a Stasis Trap quickly getting taken down. Abolish Magic by those Dryads, making sure to completely mitigate that there. You can see that Druids of the Talon are still fighting back over here, and the Witch Doctors really causing a bit of problems. All right, Tauren Chieftain now up in the air. Are we going to perhaps see him land here? Oh, Resurrection on a Spirit Walker. So yes, that Spirit Walker did get resurrected flat out, and the Spirit Walkers really doing a good job keeping each other alive and keeping the entire army alive with that Spirit Link. All right, Witch Doctors need to perhaps get down a little bit more healing. There is mining going on over here. No, this is where the Tree of Eternity is. Entangled Gold Mine now underway. Blade Master and Tauren Chieftain and Shadow Hunter all went to the main base, not knowing that there is a very, very large battle happening down over here. All right, very tight corridors, and this is actually exactly where Emau wants to fight. Those wards are going to be able to heal constantly. The Demolishers are in the back, well protected. And that is pretty much going to be it. I cannot see Nicker getting back into this game. The Tauren Chieftain is just far too strong at this point. And the Blade Master, once again, getting cycloned up. But Emau just knows, like, you know what? I don't need to chase you. I just need to stop you. And that's exactly what can happen here. He's going to end up stopping this Tree of Eternity. The Tree of Eternity only has 3 Wisp in it right now and is now getting absolutely torched. All right, Demolisher going to take down this Tree of Eternity in a matter of seconds. Can't be repaired because of liquid fire. And with that, I believe the Blade Master is going to come out ahead. We are almost at the 27-minute mark of this game. And still, the Blade... Oh, wait, down to 3 hit points, you're going to leave it? There you go. The Kodo Beast just decides to throw one final axe. Quill Beast tries to come in, not going to be able to do much of anything. You can see that Serpent Ward down over here getting in. Oh, I guess it's a bit too far out of the way. And where are all of these units going? Goblin Tinker healing back up. No gold income at all for Nicker. Meanwhile, Emau just wants to make sure he doesn't mess this up. If he somehow messes this up by engaging at a bad point with low hit point units, then that is just all his fault. But I don't see that being the case. I think Nicker pretty much knows that he is on life support, and Emau is coming in to pull the plug. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this final battle is going to go. Serpent Ward up on the top just in case there is an engagement there. There's a Sentry Ward as well. Blade Master now ready to run on in, going after some of those units. There is a quick Cyclone. Here we go. And here's the engagement. Tauren Chieftain comes in. Is he going to get a beautiful stomp off? Yes, gets a stomp off on a handful of Druids of the Talon. And there is the GG. Nicker losing game 2 to Emal. But Emal really drew out this game much longer than I thought he needed to. He was playing ultra conservatively, and perhaps that's what it takes in order to win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 2. Please stay tuned for the final game 3.